Very, very warm welcome to our last speaker, John McDonald.
You are the hardened cadres of this movement who stuck around after speech after speech, so I'll keep it brief. You've heard each speech has reiterated the same concept. It's the secret our movement learned 200 years ago, in the fields and in the small workshops of the first wave of industrialization. And the secret we discovered is that unity is strength, solidarity. And that's what we need to relearn now if we're going to combat this government and austerity measures. So I want to try and ensure that people are aware that actually there are people fighting back right the way across the country in every section of our media. And we need to ensure that we send them solidarity. I want to send solidarity to the cleaners who on Saturday night at the Barbican occupied the Barbican music halls, chanting "We want the living wage." And they were applauded by the audiences. Applauded by the audiences. I want to send solidarity to the students down in Sussex who occupied their university to oppose privatisation of higher education in solidarity with the other workers on that campus. I want to send solidarity to disabled people against the cuts on Black Triangle who've been exposing the brutality of Atos and taking direct action, chaining together their wheelchairs to block Oxford Street and Oxford Circus. Solidarity. I want to send solidarity to all those health campaigners. 20,000 marched in Lewisham, 10,000 in Ealing opposed, not just to the closures of their hospitals and their accident emergencies, but to every PFI, every attempt to undermine the wages and conditions of health workers. Let's send them solidarity as well. But you know, there's been some difficult, tough campaigns where you've needed courage to stand up and fight. And one of them has been the campaign waged to free Shaker Armour from Guantanamo Bay. And I want to send solidarity and pay tribute to all those in that campaign who every month have stood outside Parliament in orange boiler suits to expose what Shaker is going through. And now he's nearing death as a result of the hunger strike. So we're saying now we want him released, but more importantly, we want Obama to fulfill his promise and close down Guantanamo Bay once and for all. I want to send solidarity for all those across the world now who are in struggle. We've seen today there's been demonstrations in Istanbul where trade unions have been battened by the police and military but have stood firm. In Jakarta, thousands, hundreds of thousands have come out. And yes, let's send solidarity to those in Greece who are on general strike today, teaching us the way forward. Next week, there'll be the Queen's speech, and the government will come forward with new legislation attacking people on benefits, privatising more public services, and there'll be another attack on employment rights on trade unions. In June, there'll be a comprehensive spending review, another round of cuts. We now have to start preparing for that struggle. And there's two ways, isn't there? One is industrial action, and the time has come now to say very clearly to the TUC now, yes, we want coordinated general action, and yes, we want to call it a general strike. We want everybody out to bring this government down. But Occupy have taught us a lesson as well. We need forms of direct action that link with the industrial action. And in that way, I believe I can't wait for a general election in 2015. I want to bring this government down now. Whether it's on the picket line or on the streets or a combination of the two, that's our responsibility. But I don't want to replace this government with a Labour government that's introducing austerity-like measures either. We want a Labour government that stands up for our class. That's saying that we have the resources in this country to invest. If we redistribute the wealth from the corporations and the rich to those that need it, paying a living wage, paying decent benefits, ensuring we invest in our public services, and yes, ensuring that we put people back to work. We want a radical alternative, not austerity light. And we need three things, to be frank, in this coming period. One is determination, that's all, determination. that we fight together. Second is courage. Every one of us has a responsibility now to stand up and be courageous in this fight. And the final thing is, of course, it's solidarity. Working together to bring this government down and replace it with a government that represents its class. Solidarity.
Thank you very much, sir. Before I close tonight, I'm afraid I've got a couple of Monday, well not Monday, but I've got a Monday announcement to make to the stewards. Can you please return your tablets if you've still got them to Roger Sutton Bridge? And can I also bring fraternal greetings from the UK Committee, the Frontline Socialist Party of Sri Lanka, who have sent us their warmest greetings from Mayday. If you're out there, happy Mayday. And on that note, I agree with everything John McDonald just said. Comrades, solidarity to TrafalgarSq. Let's get this government out. Let's have that general strike. Go home and organise. Solidarity, comrades.
Well, that's it for the hustings here at Trafalgar Square, directly under the plinth of the Nelson's column. I'm going to head off just now and see if I can get the battery here recharged as quickly as possible for all the things happening this evening, and get some of the Bambuser video uploaded. And if anything else happens, I'll be straight on to this channel here on Ustreams, telling you what's happening. Although I think for the next several hours it's going to be nice and quiet in London. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you wish to get in touch with us about any information about how to set anything up along the lines of streaming your own needs, we will gladly come and give you literally a 15-minute maximum masterclass. You already have the equipment, we just need to give you an app and access to a server, and job's done. You just go and grab the stuff and run with it, literally run. And anybody else wanting any other education or reinforcement of your ideas, if we can help in any way at all, please feel free to get in touch.
Just a quick announcement to everyone. Bradley Manning, young, cheers brother Mike Chuck. Young Bradley Manning, brave Welsh peace hero, banged up for 3 years in the United States for revealing war crimes. Bradley Manning is facing a military tribunal June 1st. June 1st, we're meeting at the U.S. Embassy. I ask everyone to go to bradleymanning.org. There's all of the attention we can give in the UK.